Here's a stat that'll make your jaw drop. The average American spends over $12,000 a year on their vehicle, and most of them are overpaying for cars that break down, guzzle gas, and hold zero resale value. Yeah, crazy, right? But what if I told you there are 9 SUVs in 2026 that score 80 or higher out of 100 on Consumer Reports, top safety ratings, low maintenance costs, and incredible fuel economy without sacrificing the fun-to-drive factor? That's not a typo. We're not talking about boring, beige, just get from A to B machines. These are near-perfect SUVs, the ones that make car experts lose sleep at night because they can't find a flaw. And today, we're counting them all down from number 9 all the way to the undisputed king of 2026. Stick around to the end because number 1 is gonna shock you. Let's go. Okay, let's kick things off with the SUV that doesn't look like it's trying too hard, and that's exactly the point, the 2026 Subaru Outback. This thing is the Swiss Army knife of family haulers. Consumer Reports gives it a high overall score, and it earns every bit of that. You get 33 miles per gallon combined in an AWD crossover. That's almost unheard of at this price point. Ownership costs come in at the medium-low range, meaning you're not selling a kidney every time it needs a tire rotation. Now, the reliability sits at a solid 4 out of 5. Not perfect, but absolutely nothing to worry about. Subaru's EyeSight driver assist package is standard, giving you lane keeping, adaptive cruise, and pre-collision braking right out of the box. No optional packages, no nickel and diming, and the resale value? High. Like, your neighbor will lowball you and still overpay high. The Outback is the SUV you buy when you want to go camping on Friday, take the kids to soccer on Saturday, and look reasonably stylish doing both. It's not the flashiest choice on this list, but it's one of the smartest. All right, number 8 is where things start getting spicy. The Mazda CX70. You've heard of Mazda, right? The brand that somehow makes a mid-size SUV feel like a sports car without charging you sports car money? Edmunds calls it a top pick. Consumer Reports agrees, and honestly, they're both right. The CX70 pulls 30-plus mpg, which is impressive given the kind of performance Mazda extracts from the engine. The handling on this thing is tight, responsive, and genuinely enjoyable, qualities you usually associate with German luxury brands that cost twice as much. Ownership costs hover around $500 per year. Not bad for a premium-positioned vehicle. And the interior? Mazda's cabin design is criminally underrated. Clean lines, real materials, and a driver-focused cockpit that makes every commute feel intentional. Reliability is rated strong, and Mazda has been quietly building one of the best reliability reputations in the industry over the past decade. This is the SUV for the person who refuses to drive something boring just because it's practical. You can have both. The CX70 proves it. Number 7 is for the person who wants luxury, but also doesn't want to cry when they get the repair bill. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lexus TX 350h. Let me hit you with some facts. 5 out of 5 reliability rating. Toyota underpinnings. 35 miles per gallon from a hybrid powertrain. Top safety scores across every major agency. Low ownership costs. Yes, low for a luxury SUV. That's not a typo. The TX 350h is Lexus playing chess while everyone else plays checkers. It takes Toyota's bulletproof mechanical foundation and wraps it in a cabin so comfortable you'll forget what stress feels like. Heated and ventilated seats, a massive infotainment screen, premium sound system, it's all there. Now, resale comes in at 65%, which is solid for the luxury segment where depreciation usually hits like a freight train. Could you spend more and get a Range Rover? Sure, and spend your weekends at the dealership too. The TX 350h is for the buyer who's done playing games. Here's where our list takes a turn, literally. The Honda Passport is for the people who actually want to go somewhere off the beaten path. The Passport sits on a truck-like platform with a V6 engine, delivering genuine off-road capability without asking you to sacrifice city driving manners. Reliability is rated high by both Edmunds and Consumer Reports, which, for a body-on-frame adjacent SUV, is genuinely impressive. Safety is excellent. Let that sink in. You get Honda Sensing Standard, that's automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise, lane departure warning on an off-road capable family hauler. Now, the 22 mpg won't win any efficiency awards on this list, but here's the thing. You're not buying a Passport because you want a hypermile to Whole Foods. You're buying it because you want to load up camping gear, hook up a trailer, and actually use your vehicle. And for that, it's outstanding. Ownership cost is low, good resale, strong reliability. The Passport is the adventure SUV that doesn't punish you for adventuring. We're in the top 5 now, and this one is for the people who've been burned before. The 2026 Subaru Forester. Consumer Reports ranks it in the top 10. Reliability scores between 4 and 5 out of 5, depending on trim. AWD is standard, always has been, always will be. And visibility from the driver's seat is the best in its class. Not exaggerating. You can actually see out of this car, which shockingly matters when you're driving. 33 miles per gallon from the hybrid variant. Strong AWD traction in rain, snow, mud, whatever your commute throws at you. EyeSight Safety Suite as standard. Now, maintenance costs come in at $632 a year, which is slightly higher than some rivals. But here's context. That includes a car with all-wheel drive, a hybrid powertrain, and above-average safety tech. You're not getting ripped off. You're paying for capability. Resale value is high. The Forester holds its value like it holds a mountain road, confidently and without drama. The Forester is the SUV you buy when you're tired of compromising. Tough, efficient, safe, and genuinely useful. Simple as that. Top 4, and we have to talk about the benchmark, the car every other SUV is measured against, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. 40 miles per gallon, 5 out of 5 reliability, 5-star crash safety rating, $429 a year in maintenance, 70% resale value. That's not a list of specs. That's a mic drop in spreadsheet form. The RAV4 Hybrid is the reason Toyota dealers have wait lists. It is, statistically, one of the most sensible purchases you can make in the automotive world. It does everything well and almost nothing badly. But, and here's why it's number 4 and not number 1, it's a little safe in the boring sense. The steering is numb. The cabin feels a bit plain compared to Mazda or Lexus. If you want driving excitement, you'll need to look elsewhere on this list. But listen, if reliability is your religion, the RAV4 Hybrid is your church. It will outlast your mortgage, your relationship, and probably your Netflix password. Dependable doesn't mean dull when you're doing 40 mpg and paying $429 a year to maintain it. Bronze medal goes to a car that's been quietly dominating the compact SUV segment for years, and in 2026, it leveled up. The Honda CRV Hybrid. 85 out of 100 from Consumer Reports. 5 out of 5 reliability. 40 miles per gallon. Top safety pick designation. $450 a year in ownership costs. Resale value? High. But here's what the numbers don't tell you. This car is genuinely pleasant to drive. The hybrid system is smooth. No lurching, no hesitation, no feeling like a golf cart on the highway. Power delivery is seamless. Cargo space is class-leading. The interior quality has jumped dramatically compared to older CRV generations. Compare it to the RAV4 Hybrid, its closest rival, and the CRV wins on ride comfort and interior refinement. The The Toyota wins on resale and brand legacy. Pick your priority. At $450 a year to own, you're paying almost nothing for a vehicle this capable. Honda figured out the formula that everyone else is still trying to crack. Make it reliable, make it efficient, make it comfortable, and make it feel like it actually respects the driver. Number 3, and it's fighting hard for number 1.
Okay, we're at number 2, and I need you to take a deep breath before I read these specs. The Mazda CX90 PHEV, 87 out of 100 Consumer Reports overall score. 56 mpg equivalent as a plug-in hybrid, 323 horsepower, IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, that's the highest safety rating available, low to medium ownership cost, strong resale value, and it drives like a sports car. Yeah, crazy, right? The CX90 is Mazda's flagship, a 3-row luxury SUV that competes with vehicles costing $20,000 more. The plug-in hybrid system means most people charge overnight and drive the entire work week on electricity alone. Then the gasoline engine kicks in for road trips without a second thought.
323 horsepower in an SUV that seats 7, getting the equivalent of 56 miles per gallon? That's not a compromise vehicle. That's engineering excellence. The only reason it's not number 1? Reliability sits at 4 out of 5, not 5. For some buyers, that fraction matters. But if you want the most exhilarating, efficient, safe, and well-rounded SUV of 2026, and you want it to turn heads every single time you pull into a parking lot, the CX90 PHEV is yours. Magnificent, absolute masterpiece of a machine. And here we are, number 1, the best near-perfect SUV of 2026, the one that made Consumer Reports testers reach for superlatives they rarely use, the Acura MDX. Let me set the scene. You're sitting in a cabin that rivals German luxury, hand-stitched leather, a panoramic roof, a 25-speaker ELS Studio 3D audio system that sounds like a concert hall on wheels. You press the accelerator, and a turbocharged V6 pulls you forward with authority, controlled by a sophisticated SHAWD system, super handling all-wheel drive, that pushes torque to individual rear wheels in corners. The result? An SUV that genuinely handles. Consumer Reports scores it at approximately 97 out of 100. That is not a score. That's a statement. Acura addressed reliability concerns from previous generations, and the 2026 MDX comes back with improved marks. IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, 25 mpg combined, which is respectable for a 3-row luxury SUV with this level of performance. Now, is it the most fuel efficient on this list? No, but the MDX isn't trying to win an efficiency contest. It's trying to win every other contest. Comfort, handling, tech, prestige, safety, and it does. The MDX is what happens when Honda's engineering discipline meets genuine luxury ambition. It's the SUV that makes you forget you're being responsible. You're not just transporting your family, you're enjoying every single mile of it. Number 1, and it's not even close. And there you have it, the 9 near-perfect SUVs of 2026, ranked from good to absolutely legendary. Here's the truth. Buying the wrong car is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. Depreciation, repair bills, bad fuel economy, it all adds up to tens of thousands of dollars over just a few years. But buying the right car, that's money back in your pocket. That's peace of mind. That's never dreading the mechanic's phone call. Every single vehicle on this list gives you that. Whether you're after adventure, luxury, efficiency, or just bulletproof daily transportation, there's an SUV here for you. If this video saved you time, stress, or even a single bad car decision, smash that like button. It takes half a second and it means everything to this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We drop new car guides, money-saving buyer tips, and deep dive comparisons every single week. You don't want to miss what's coming next. And hey, drop a comment below. Which SUV on this list would you buy? I read every single one. Drive smart, spend smart. See you in the next one.